When the Eagles want free agents, the Eagles get those free agents, except for this year. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, are the Eagles just losing out on free agents because they're getting outbid? Or is this a plan? I have to say, this is Howie Vision, and everything is going according to plan. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're hanging in there. So, as I always say, it is Howie Vision, and we're all just living in it. And what I want to know today is, how do you feel living in Howie's world? Now, we're going to get into all of it in a second, but before I start, I got to say, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe for Eagles content, football content, almost every single day. You don't want to miss it at all. So subscribe. We're going to be streaming the draft. Every single minute of the draft will be streamed. It is going to be intense. It's going to be fun. And if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check. Double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed because, yes, YouTube has been unsubscribing people. I don't know why, but it is what it is. We are trying to get to 40,000. Hopefully soon after the draft we'll get there. We're about 60 away from 39K. So help Denzel Washington out. You know what I mean? Help me out. Look at it. Denzel Washington, the white rerun, King Dingbat. You know what I'm saying? I got the names. You know what I mean? I got the name. You got the game. So subscribe. Now, let's talk some Eagles. Let's talk some real Eagles feelings and emotions today, because I'm feeling emotional. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it's been a rough week. You know, a lot of people say, why aren't you streaming this week? You said you were going to stream. Everything got kind of screwed up for me, you know, with the family issues. That I had my father-in-law passed away a week ago tonight. So it's just been kind of hard, just been spending time with family and taking care of those things. But we will be turning up the streams. We will be streaming a lot. I'm going to even try to do a dual stream on Rumble and some stuff. Speaking of Rumble, I'm going to have to put the link in the description. I'm going to be posting stuff for there. If you guys like Better Call Saul, I'm thinking of doing like a review episode of Better Call Saul over there every week, because I love that show and we're getting ready for the final season. But anyways, I'm getting off topic, okay? So today I want to talk about the Eagles emotionally, because when Stephon Gilmore signed with the Indianapolis Colts for 2 years, right? It wasn't to me so much that he signed with them that I felt let down. I did. I felt a little bit let down. But it was like, here's another player that we're missing out on. What is going on with the Eagles that we keep missing out on all these players? I could not understand it. I feel like in the past and in the Eagles' history, when the Eagles really want somebody in free agency, they get them. They get them. They go out and they get the guy. But this year, I mean, you had day one of free agency, Haason Reddick. Now, people saying, I said a week and a half before free agency started, I said, they're going to go after Haason Reddick. People say, you're crazy, Philly Five. You're a stupid idiot, dingbat. You know what you're talking about. I said, if you think about it and you go back and you listen to Jonathan Gannon's press conferences and you listen to what he wants to run, Haason Reddick sounds like a guy they would go after. Now, they went after him and they got him. And you're sitting there day one of free agency going, oh my gosh, we just got Haason Reddick. This is a great start to free agency. Then they went stealth. We didn't hear anything for a long time. And you think to yourself, what is going on with this team? What is going on? You know? And the truth is Haason Reddick is from Camden, New Jersey. All right? And Haason Reddick wanted to go home. So he took less to come to Philly. All right? And then you had guys like Christian Kirk, DJ Chark, Allen Robinson, Robert Woods. All these guys that I'm just naming offensive players, but there's defensive players too. They just would not sign. They could not get. And then people, you know, always have the excuses. Well, they don't want to overpay for these guys. You can't overpay for a receiver. Listen, you're going to overpay whether it's now, whether it's next year, you'll always overpay. Because what happens is somebody sets the market, and then other players become up for contract, and then they reset the market. In 2 or 3 years, $25 to $30 million for a wide receiver is not going to be a lot. You're going to say that's a bargain. And that's how it works. Russell Wilson a couple years ago was the highest paid player. Patrick Mahomes a couple years ago was the highest paid player. Derek Carr's contract bigger than both of theirs. So that's just the way it goes. So I don't buy into that is the reason why. The other reason why, and this could be a factor, this could be why the Eagles haven't been more aggressive in free agency. It could be that there's so much dead money. They have so much dead money that they don't want to go out and overpay. They're eating a lot of dead money, okay, the last 2 years. And I'll say this to you. Whose fault's that? Whose fault's that? Who does the contracts? If you've basically handicapped yourself because of contracts in the past that you can't make moves now, who's that fall on? The GM, Howie Vision. Now people say, oh, Howie's great GM and stuff like that. I think he does a great job with trades. He's okay with contracts, horrible with the draft. I would have Howie Roseman as like my vice president. It is obvious to me at this point that Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie went to Mexico, went to Tijuana, went to some place out of the United States, somewhere in the world, and they were in some brothel or something, and they were in a bar, and they're drinking and whatever, and Howie Roseman opens the door to this room, and he got Lurie like this. Like, buck-ass naked, like, everything exposed, and it was like, click, 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 and now he's got compromising photos, because I've never seen a guy not be held responsible for so many missed draft picks. Something happened. I don't know what it is. I'm just trying to throw some ideas out there, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So maybe it is the dead money. Or maybe it's that the Eagles, they feel like, hey, we're not sure if we have our quarterback. And until we feel like we have our quarterback, we're not going to fully invest in free agents to bring in here and pay a lot of money until we know we got our quarterback to build around. And maybe that's what's going on. Because if you look at it, it seems like they're bargain shopping. Bargain basement shopping. They don't mind bringing you in if you're coming for a deal. Stephon Gilmore. Apparently the Eagles made a push, and apparently there was a team that was pushing a 1-year contract. He wanted that second year to come over. Eagles obviously didn't want to pay him. So he goes to the Colts. Now you got the Honey Badger out there, right? And it looked very good for the Eagles last week. Now it looks like there's a team like the Raiders, somebody that could be closer. I hope the Eagles make a push. We have a giant hole at corner and at safety. You got to fill those holes. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take more than Fletcher's Cox to do it. So what I'm saying is, Eagles, they got to make some moves. Now they could just be waiting to the draft. And then we get into the issue of draft picks. Can Howie Roseman pick the right guys? Remember, 15 and 18 is where we're picking. That means 14 players will be drafted ahead of time. Ahead of Howie Roseman picking. That makes me nervous. I'm just going to be honest with you. That makes me nervous. And so we're going to see where this thing ends up. There's still time. Maybe there's going to be some moves, some deals on draft night. The Eagles have improved defensively, but I am a little frustrated, I'm not going to lie, about the lack of being able to bring in some free agents. I wanted the Eagles to improve this year. I'm not saying they have to go to the Super Bowl, but take the next step, both offensively and defensively. Now, I don't know what they've done offensively yet. And I bring up DK Metcalf, I bring up A.J. Brown, I bring up all these guys. And I bring up all these guys, and people tell me, why do you want all these guys? Everybody we bring up, you're interested in. That's because we haven't signed anybody. Get us one guy, won't talk about it anymore. But we haven't won one guy yet. I'm saying this guy's available, this guy's available, this guy's available, this guy's available. So in a year, when people are making excuses that we didn't have, there was nobody to go out and get, I can say go back and watch all my videos of telling you each player that was available that they passed on. There is no excuses. We've got to become better, okay? Now, one of the other rumors going on right now is that the Eagles could be interested in Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is... He's not going to play without a contract extension. Apparently, the Cardinals pulled the contract, offer off the table. He wants to get paid. And so now, of course, if the Cardinals aren't going to pay him, will they trade him? Now, you got the same old teams that were available, the Steelers, the Panthers. All the teams that were available or interested in, Deshaun Watson are interested in Kyler Murray, and they're even including the Eagles. Pro Football Talk is including the Eagles as a possibility. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this right now. Kyler Murray has a better arm, a stronger arm than Jalen Hurts. But I think Jalen Hurts has everything else above him. I think Jalen Hurts is... I think he's a better overall quarterback than Kyler Murray. I know this sounds weird. I think Kyler Murray is a better passer. But I think the intangibles go to Jalen Hurts. I don't want to invest 2 first-round picks in Kyler Murray. I don't want to do it. I would much rather stick with Jalen Hurts this year, get him a weapon, and then try to go out there and win some games. There's nothing wrong with wanting for the Eagles to want to see Jalen Hurts go out and perform another year before they make a decision. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong on counting that he's going to get better another year in the system, playing with the same players, same coordinator. There's nothing wrong with us expecting him to improve there. But Jalen Hurts is going to do everything he's got to do. What are the Eagles front office and Howie Roseman, what are they going to do to help that progression, to help Jalen Hurts get better? You see, when they don't help him and they don't bring in guys that help him immediately, it makes me wonder if they've already made their decision about Jalen Hurts and that he's not their guy. Because if they really wanted to see, I think they would have found a way to bring in another receiver by now. Zach Pascal is going to be a nice replacement to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. But that's it. So, to me, I do not even want to go, I do not want to go down this path with Kyler Murray. I don't. I'm going to be honest. Kyler Murray, the whole playoff thing and the whole offseason, he's kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I thought he came up very small in that playoff game that he played in. Now, look, so did Jalen Hurts. But Kyler Murray's a better passer than Jalen Hurts. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, Kyler Murray can run. He can pass. Look, he's maybe a better athlete, I guess. But I think Jalen Hurts got the intangibles. That's what I like about him. I like his leadership. I like his work ethic. I think he's cool under pressure. The question is, can Jalen Hurts become a passer? He does not have the arm as Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray can run. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't say that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback. He's got better intangibles. How about we say that? But I don't want to trade for Kyler Murray. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. The guy already seems like he's got 1 foot out, 1 foot in of football. He's not getting a contract. He's not going to play. I don't know if the Eagles will be interested in him or not. I think just stick with Hurts 1 more year, see what he got, put some weapons around him, and then we've got 2 first-round picks. We can make a decision and go get a quarterback at that point. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And the other thing I wanted to show you guys is, I was looking at Bleacher Report, right? And they had this mock simulation draft, okay? And I want to kind of go through this really quick. I'm not going to go through every pick, but listen to a lot of these, right? So round 1 in this mock draft they have Kyer Elam, I always say his name wrong, going 15 to the Eagles. I like Elam. I think he's going to be a good player. At 15, I don't know. It depends who else will be on the board. Then at 18, they have Treylon Burks. I like Treylon Burks. I'm a fan. Then they got Jaquan Brisker in the second at pick 19. Round 2, pick 19. So the round 2, pick 19, they got Jaquan Brisker, safety. I like him. Round 3, they got David Ojabo going to Eagles. I would love Ojabo. I still want to make a play for Ojabo, okay? Okay, so I'm definitely good with that. Round 3, Brandon Smith, linebacker, Penn State. Then they got round 4, Greg Dulcich, tight end, UCLA. So basically, then they got Chris Paul, offensive guard, Zamir White, running back, Kyle Phillips, wide receiver, UCLA. But my point that I want to make in this is if you look at the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first 5 picks for the Eagles, except for Treylon Burks, it's all defense. It's all defense. And that's not a bad thing, except for the fact that how do you help this offense next year if you're only getting him one receiver in the top 5 picks? Because listen, you get a rookie receiver, how much does he really contribute in his rookie year? Some a lot, some a little. You just don't know what you're going to get. I think a more established wide receiver, veteran wide receiver, would be better. Don't you think that? I definitely do. So, I don't know. I think the Eagles, I still think they need to make a move for a veteran player on offense. And they still need to get a safety. They still need to try to get Honey Badger. I want to see them get Honey Badger and a veteran wide receiver. I still want to see it because I still think it's important. But we're going to find out, you know. One other thing I want to say before I go. If I haven't, if I'm behind on my comments, I haven't answered your comments yet, I'll get to them. I'm just way behind. Like I said, a lot of family stuff going on right now. So, you know, been doing that, you know, when I'm not making these videos. So, just be patient with me on the comments. I will go through them all and get to them. With that said, let me know what you guys think. Why are the Eagles not more aggressive in free agency? And would you make a trade for Kyler Murray? With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. So I don't know about you guys, but next week, my favorite current show, active show on TV, is coming back. Better Call Saul, the final season. I really am thinking, and I might do this on Rumble. I'm really thinking of doing like a every episode review and talking about it, you know, because I love that show. I love that show, and there's always so much going on. I can't get enough. So if it's something that you guys would like and something you would like to watch, go subscribe to me on Rumble, Philly 500, and let me know if it's something you're into. If not, then I won't waste my time. I ain't gonna waste your time. With that said, Denzel Washington, out.